Okay, let's go.
So I decided to go a different route with the exhaust for the T700. I decided to order the Delkevic X-Oval stainless steel silencer with full headers and mid pipe. So I'm going to actually decat this bike, take the cat off, hopefully save a bunch of weight. This doesn't weigh a whole lot. I will do a comparison once I take the other pipe off and once I do the install. So we're going to remove the stock exhaust all the way, including the cat, headers, everything will come off, and we're going to replace it with an aftermarket exhaust. So let's start and work from the back to the front. Loosen this clamp, shouldn't be a big deal. Loose. Alright, let's try this again. This baby off. This is a really nice exhaust hanger and strap. Okay, obviously, this goes here. Oh, this is a clip, okay. Uh-oh. Well, here we go. We're off. Got this. Got this. Oh. We have to disconnect this thing. The O2 sensor. Alright, everything's off. O2 sensor is off. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Probably just zip tie it up here somewhere or something, get it out of the way, because it does not get reused. So they gave me these exhaust seals as a replacement for the stock ones, but my stock ones are in really good shape and new, and they're flat, and I think it'll be a lot easier to install. So what I'll do is I use a little bit of exhaust sealant around the edges, and I'll stuff this in here and hope that it stays long enough until I get the header lined up to it. Okay, the interesting part now is, why does this not line up properly? Oh, this way. Okay, we'll get the flange on, maybe, if we're lucky. There we go. And then we'll grab a nut and secure it to where hopefully it won't fall off anymore. And then I can line stuff up later. I know, this is exciting to watch, right? There we go, that's one. Put the other one somehow on here. Let's see if we can get through this. Yes, we can. So the way I lined them up is one piece is longer than the other. They come numbered from Delkevic as number 1 and number 2. I'm not really sure that means anything. Oh, I want these loose. You see number 1 and number 2. But the longer one is obviously gonna have to go on the far side so that it can wrap around the shorter one. Makes sense, right? It does to me anyway. Whatever. So headers are on. Now we just play the alignment game and start piecing things together. So next is this little piece right here that merges the two pipes, the two headers into one. Important part is this O2 sensor plug. Since we're not reusing the O2 sensor, Delkevic supplies this right here. I put a little bit of exhaust sealant on it and tightened it. There's a copper washer underneath here. There we go. So this is held together through these couple of springs. There's two springs right here. I did not film this, but this is what it looks like once it's all hooked together. So now that we have the springs attached, the next piece is this piece of mid pipe. It slides in here and it attaches to that mount right here, like the stock pipe did. It just slides together and is held together by this clamp with the two Allen bolts. We're getting closer to the end of this thing as far as assembly goes. Next is another piece of mid pipe that's held on with another one of these Delkevic branded clamps. It slides on here. I'm not going to tighten this yet because I don't know how the silencer fits. Alright, so I inserted this mid pipe into the silencer right here. This will also be held with a clamp. We'll slide this on here, like so. Now we just have to figure out a way to see how this fits best. There's an exhaust strap hanger. I need to mount that up. Alright, we put this together. Everything's loose. There's this exhaust strap that they provide. It's kind of rubber lined. I don't know how good this strap is, but I've had it on my BMW for some time and it has not let go. So I'm thinking we might be okay, right? Here, everything's loose right now. Now we're gonna start tightening everything. I think I was taught once to do everything from the back to the front for it to fit properly. So that's what we'll do. Next one is the 2-into-1 clamp right here. I sort of started it already. We'll tighten it a little bit more. I feel like I don't want to over tighten any of this, but at the same time, I also don't want the exhaust to leak. So lastly, we're going to do the headers. I'm going to bring you over here so you can see, because I know this is super exciting. A lot. Header number, well, according to their labeling, this is header number 2. So just remember this. If you decide to go with this header setup from Delkevic, two things. One, it doesn't have a crossover pipe like the Aquapovic does, which is also what makes it a lot cheaper. And two, this is header number 2. Now we go to header number 1. I think I can get to it. Okay, this other one is a little trickier. How did I do that? So here it is. Delkevic headers, mid pipe, and then a Delkevic stainless steel X-Oval silencer. With the insert in right now, I'll likely lose that, but we'll try it both ways. I got the ECU back from two-wheel Dyno Works. Super excited. Can't wait to fire this thing up. Here we go. All right, everything's installed. I test ran it. I didn't unplug this O2 sensor from the wiring harness yet. I just spoke with Dyno Works and they said that's what I need to do, is unplug it from the wiring harness. So I have to take off the side panel again and trace it and find out where it unplugs and just disconnect it. That's it. Unfortunately, a lot of the plastic super brittle and broke, so I ordered a rear fender. Hopefully that'll show up soon. Install was easy. The Delkevic pipe and silencer went together super smooth. I worked my way from the front of the bike to the rear, step by step. There were no questions, there were no tight spots, there was no prying. It really fit together well. Considering it's a cheap version of an exhaust system, I think the quality is actually really, really, really good. As far as the mapping goes from Two-Wheel Dyno Works in Oregon, Nate Phibbs is the general manager there. Shout out to them. This thing is a completely different bike with this new mapping. It pulls great. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear wheelies are a breeze. It is smooth. It is stronger. It is quicker. So if you're thinking about this, do it. Get rid of the snorkel. You know, do a snorkel delete. I run a foam filter, get the ECU remapped, and get exhaust system. You do not have to spend thousands of dollars on this. The Delkevic system, I am not affiliated with them, but it works. I hope to see you on the trails.